All right, what's up, golfers? So today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through a little bit of a hip flow and sprinkle in a little bit of T-spine stuff. So first, I'm gonna show you each movement that we're gonna do, and then we're just gonna basically do the little bit of a mobility flow with you so you can kind of follow along. So the first one we're gonna do is just a 90-90 hip switch, okay? So here, 90 degrees, 90 degrees, hands behind us, shoulders not like this, shoulders like that, proud chest, and we're just gonna go from side to side. So this is movement number one. Now, for movement number two, we're just gonna add a little bit of T-spine. So after we go to one side, we're gonna add a rotation, other side, add a rotation, other side, add rotation. So that's number two. Number three, we're gonna be in a shin box. So kind of similar to 90-90, except my heel is just pretty close to my knee. So from here, after we would make similar to the hip switch for the 90-90, we're gonna come up into this position. We're gonna come back, down, and up, back, down, up. Kind of feeling a little bit of a stretch in the hip. Could be a little bit more inner thigh, getting a little core in there as well. That is going to be number three. Now, number four is going to be, after we are in this position, we're going to switch over to boom, to a half kneel position, or we can kind of be more out about 90 degrees to hit a little bit more inner thigh. So that is number four. So for number four, I would go here, boom, boom, there, or there, which we'll kind of explore a little bit once we're doing it. And number five is going to be the last thing. So let's say if I go to my shin box, I go here, I go here, then I'm just going to add a little bit of T-spine reach. Go back to the other side. Boom, boom, and reach for the T-spine. So those are my five different movements, and we're going to do each movement for about 1 minute. Okay, so I'm going to set a timer. So for time's sake, you would actually do this twice, but we're just going to do it once. Okay, so 60 seconds starts. We're in the 90-90 position, and we're just going from one side to the other, pivoting on the heels, and noticing, or if you notice any difference between one side to the other side. So for me, I just feel like my left side just feels a little stickier than the right. So we're just going side to side. We can do a little bit of progressions on these. So if I'm going side to side, I can actually take my arms off. So maybe if I can, after 30 seconds, I can take the arms off. I can let the spine bend as I go from side to side. Or if I'm not yet to going no hands, maybe I just use one arm as I go side to side. Now, 60 seconds. So from here, we're going to go into the same thing, but we're going to add that sweep. So we go side, almost like we're trying to look behind us. Side, look behind us. Now, it's important on this one is that you don't always have to reach in the same direction. I can reach over my knee, I can reach over my shin, but you're kind of exploring what angle you get the most out of the hip or out of T-spine whenever you're going through. So it doesn't always have to be reaching in the same direction as we're going side to side. It doesn't always have to be this hand. I can reach with the opposite hand. I can reach down with both hands as I go side to side, for that minute. A couple more seconds. Fix that. Okay, now for this next minute, we're gonna be in that shin box here. So we're gonna go to side and then up to tall. We can use the floor. Up, and I'm kind of using a little bit of that momentum to get up to this position. And if I'm doing this, if I'm feeling comfortable, I can switch off from doing, touching the hands to going no hands. And if I want, I can also add reaches if I want. About 10 seconds. And we don't have to always pivot on the heels. I can actually pick up my feet when I go to the other side. Now from here, for the next minute, we're gonna go over to that half kneel position. Boom, little stretch. Come back around, I can use the ground, go back from knee to heel, switch it, stretch. I can do little circles, use the floor, back to shin, other side, or I can go kind of more at like 45 degrees, circles, come out here, circles if I want. And once I maybe feel comfortable doing that, then I can start maybe going no hands. So that control side there, and I kind of like this position for myself. I get more of a stretch of that left groin area. Really start controlling, get a little bit more core in there. Got about 5 more seconds. And then from there, we're gonna add on to that. Boom, and then we're gonna add that reach over. And it doesn't always have to be kind of, straight over the knee, or straight over the ear. I can kind of go more up and back, up and forward. There, control, switch it. Boom, up. Control. There. Got about 25 seconds left. I don't always have to go up and over. I can reach across as well. You just kind of check in. Okay, like what part do I feel kind of more restricted? So even when I am rotating, remember to breathe, or breathe as you're going. So right after that, that's about 1 minute. So after that 1 minute, you would repeat those same things one more time. So maybe the first time you do it, with you having the hands behind you, and maybe the next time you take the hands away, or the first time you just do all hips, and the next time you just focus on doing the hips along with a T-spine as well. So it's kind of up to you, kind of like choose as you go with how you feel, and feel better afterwards.